Vladimir Putin, is considered one of the most powerful person on earth. Do you know who is Putin? The 71 years old Vladimir Putin, from an intelligence officer to the president of the Russia, is a unique personality, and West declared him as a biggest threat for global peace. Putin is considered longest-serving Russian or Soviet leader after Stalin. Putin started his career in KGB, the intelligence agency of Soviet Union, where he worked 16 years as a KGB officer and performed intelligence-based tasks in these 16 years till his retirement in 1991. He entered in politics after leaving KGB, and he worked under Boris Yeltsin administration and served at several key political positions until appointed as president in 2000. The vision of Putin is to build and unite and strong modern Russian Federation by neutralizing regional and global threats to Russian sovereignty. No doubt in his early years in power brought improvement in economic and political arena, but unfortunately with the passage of time, he failed to maintain a transparent government that maintained rule of law, protection for human rights, and accountability. The recent invasion on Ukraine by Putin opened a new chapter for regional and global instability, and the International Court of Justice issued arrest warrants of Putin by conducting war crimes in Ukraine. The fundamental reason of invasion on Ukraine was its decision to be part of NATO. Putin looks NATO as biggest threat to Russia, and expansion of NATO at its neighborhood is unacceptable for Putin at any cost. He warned many times Ukraine to be away from NATO, and also offered attractive offers to deny NATO. However, the Zelensky prefer NATO over Moscow. Putin invaded Ukraine to block NATO movements and entry in region. The US-led West is assisting Ukraine in terms of supplies of arms and millions of packages, but it seems difficult for Ukraine to tackle a regional power like Russia. The Russian invasion on Ukraine divided the globe into two lobbies: the US lobby, which includes European countries and some Asian countries, and the second one is pro-Russia or neutral countries that include China, India, Brazil, South Africa, and some Middle Eastern countries. US is also engaged in an economic war with China. However, Beijing with Moscow are also doing efforts to devalue US currency. One of the major examples of de-dollarization is seen in BRICS, where the countries decided to trade in local currencies instead of US dollar.